Next, let's discuss the antagonist of Alien Swarm. Moving on to the antagonist of Destroy All Aliens.
You have done this before, right?
Okay. To be honest, there's not much to discuss since the antagonists are either mind-controlled humans with little personality, or the chips with no personality. The only exception being the Queen, whose personality you'd expect from any parasitic creature in sci-fi. Really the impetus for an internal dispute amongst the main characters, and also tools for the action scenes, which they do a decent job at filling both roles. Now on to the actual antagonist for Destroy All Aliens, a goo upgrade. Don't you mean a galv? As I was saying, a goo upgrade who has the ability to equip a variety of weapons at his leisure rather than rely on one given machine at a time. Given the numerous powers Ben is capable of utilizing, it's always nice to see the series create an antagonist who can be equally diverse with their arsenal. Their personality of
Tetraman, I'm looking for an alien.
Ever try peeking in the mirror?
Silence! Now that I have your undivided attention, tell me where I can find your Toku-Star boss!
My what?
The giant alien that attacked this place you call Bellwood! No way. Now where's the alien you call Way Big?
But that's not Way Big.
I don't care what his name is! I have tracked him across the galaxy and around this planet! He will pay for his crime! Now bring him to me or perish!
Yeah, that's about it. On one hand, this series is no stranger to one-track mind villains with anger issues.
Listen up, Bill Geek. I don't take orders, and I could care less about some stupid watch. I just want revenge on the little twerp wearing it.
What a coincidence. I was just thinking about you. About killing you, to be specific.
On the other hand, we normally get a good idea of where those issues come from relatively soon into their appearance, and they also don't have to carry an entire movie by themselves when it comes to playing the role of the antagonist.
We don't get to understand the motivation of this film's antagonist until we're past the halfway mark. It turns out he is Azimuth's father who came to Earth to find his son, but upon seeing a transmission that appeared to show Azimuth's death, he then decided to hunt down the alien responsible for causing it. Okay, why was that a secret to the audience and characters? It's not like they find this out through a series of clues and encounters throughout the film. He just tells them when he's cornered and can't leave. It's also not like he had a subdued personality that would keep his relationship with Azimuth close to the vest. Had we learned this during his first fight with Ben, it would have sparked an interesting conversation between the two. Especially given the lesson this film seemingly wants Ben to learn. We also find out later that he was just wearing an mechamorph armor that increases the user's aggression, so we don't even know how much of what we saw was the armor's influence, and how much was it his genuine personality. Although it does fall in line with the alien force and ultimate alien mindset, power corrupts, personal accountability is for suckers. Each villain suffers from the film taking a natural part of their backstory and pushing it to the end of the film without taking into account how that affects their characters throughout the rest of the film. Despite that, Blue Upgrade was the only one with a clear-cut personality from the start that wasn't counterintuitive once the twist was revealed, so Destroy All Aliens will again claim victory.
Finally!
With the antagonist discussed and dismantled, it's time to talk about the other new important characters for each film. Race Against Time introduces a handful of Bellwood citizens Ben deals with on a normal basis, which only gains relevance when it's revealed that all of them are affiliated with the Plumbers. This both parallels the reveal of the organization and Max's place within it, while also creating a strong contrast due to Ben not having much respect for these people before the reveal.
Wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Must be strange for you, talking to me now that you know I'm a plumber, isn't it?
Wow, yeah. It really is. I mean, you're Principal White, the weird, creepy guy no one likes.
Showing once again that there is more to what Ben believes to be just a boring life and place. It also shows off how their secret duties play into the public performance, with some having an entirely different attitude between the two parts of their life, and others being more or less the same.
Can I see that?
I don't know. Can you? Bug.
You? You're a plumber too?
Of course I am. Don't you know a disguise when you see one?
That's a disguise?
No? Ha! Gotcha.
Alien Swarm only has 2 new significant characters though. That's it. Victor was mind-controlled throughout most of the movie, so I can't make a judgment considering I don't really know much about him. It would have been interesting if instead of completely robbing people of their volition, the chips simply walked a person's perspective through playing on the personal desires. That way they could still have the mystery plot concerning Victor, but this isn't around for character rewrites. Elena is a bit more peculiar. The movie wants to play with the audience's expectations by having her give sympathetic reasons for coming back into the Tennyson's lives, but also giving her family a shameful reason for leaving them. All that is fine by itself, but then the movie still wishes to have tension between her and the other characters even after her claims are proven correct. You may initially think it's a deliberate choice meant to highlight our main character's fallibility, but then why have Kevin of all people be one of the main characters making the harsh judgments? Also, some visual cues seem to imply Elena is supposed to come across as a bit of a troublemaker. But she really isn't. She was part of a weapons deal, and broke into their Autopart headquarters. Both were done because she didn't know how to find Ben. While that definitely does say quite a bit about her intelligence, it doesn't say much about her morality. His backstory may be an eldritch horror of recons. The one constant thing about Kevin is that he was legitimately a criminal, and anytime he slips back into his old ways he's criticized for it. Also, since the movie puts so much focus on having us doubt Elena and her father, we don't really get to know much about her personality either. Really, she behaves in whatever way will help drive the family feud for the Tennysons, and that's not deliberate on her part. We can just brush past Destroy All Aliens since I covered the only new character they had. So this time the senior citizen defenders will deliver victory to their film.
Hurry up and open the door!
You guys are
Hurry
lost
up,
without
open
me.
the door!